Hello and welcome back to the Nail Cave. So today we are going back to a time I wish still existed, 2010. Lots of good stuff in 2010, but specifically galaxy print everything. It was so tacky, but iconic. So I'm wearing sadly the only space thing I have left. It's both space and Attack on Titan, so it's pretty cool. So a while back I got a request from my friend to paint a special set of press-on nails for his birthday dinner. Unfortunately not for him, although I do think he'd look fabulous in a set of press-ons. And he specifically requested space theme, black holes, supernovae, nebulae, all that cool but existentially horrifying stuff. And when it comes to existentially horrifying, I got you. Basically I only have to look up into the sky to be both comforted and horrified. So I made these weeks ago and I'm only just getting around to making a video on them. So I can't remember what my thought process was, how I made them, what products I used, anything. So this video is going to be a little different and I'm just going to talk about my favorite existential space things. And for those of you that don't know, I'm a science teacher in my real life, so I can talk about space as much as anyone will listen to me. But if you want to see the process of me painting these and talk about my favorite existential space things, then keep watching. In uncountable media depictions, black holes are often represented as a scary sci-fi villain, absorbing anything that airs towards its path into its insatiable mass, or swallowing them whole and spitting them out on the other side of the universe. Their seeming ability to warp both space and time has made them a point of fascination for physicists and sci-fi authors alike. But it is only through the pursuit of technological advances that we can start to more accurately understand these mysterious celestial bodies. The first image of a black hole was released on April 10, 2019, marking an historic breakthrough in astronomy. The black hole, located at the centre of the galaxy M87, about 55 million light-years away, has a mass of 6.5 billion times that of the Sun. No single telescope is powerful enough to capture the black hole, so this groundbreaking image was captured by the Event Horizon Telescope, a global network of radio observatories working together as a single Earth-sized telescope. Even with all this incredible technology, the data provided is patchy at best, which is where Dr. Katie Bauman comes in. Katie Bauman led the development of a computer program that made the breakthrough image possible. Starting 3 years prior to the photo as a graduate student in computer science and artificial intelligence at MIT, Bauman led the creation of an algorithm that took the sparse and noisy data collected from telescopes and turned it into the famous image we now know. The image shows a dark, circular shadow surrounded by a glowing ring of superheated gas and dust, which is light bent by the black hole's immense gravity. Not only did this achievement confirm Einstein's theory of general relativity on a new scale and provide the first direct visual evidence for black holes' existence, it also opened up exciting new ways to study black holes, gravity, and the extreme environments around them. The James Webb Space Telescope is the most powerful and advanced space telescope ever built. It launched on Christmas Day of 2021 as a collaboration between NASA, the ESA, and the CSA. Designed to succeed the beloved Hubble Space Telescope, the James Webb specializes in infrared astronomy, allowing it to peer through dust clouds and study objects too faint or distant for previous telescopes. With a massive 6.5-meter gold-coated mirror and cutting-edge instruments, the James Webb can observe the first galaxies formed after the Big Bang, study the birth of stars and planetary systems, and analyze the atmospheres of exoplanets for signs of habitability. Positioned a lonely 1.5 million kilometers from Earth, its remote location ensures minimal interference from Earth's heat and light. The Fine Guidance Sensor test image was one of the first images captured by the James Webb during its commissioning phase in May 2022. This test is primarily designed for precise pointing and stabilization of the telescope, ensuring crystal clear images during scientific observations. However, during testing, the FGS captures a stunning, accidental deep field image filled with thousands of galaxies, some of which are billions of light years away. Unlike its main instruments, the FGS doesn't capture images for scientific analysis, but this breathtaking test image revealed just how powerful the telescope's optics are. It served as a remarkable preview of what the James Webb would soon achieve, and a reminder of just how much more there is yet for us to see. When you look up at the night sky and see it twinkling with lights, we are taught as children that we are looking at the stars. But dotted amongst these shining stars are other treasures, hidden in plain sight, unless you know where to look. We might see the bright dot of Venus, or the red hue of Mars. We might see a fast-moving pinprick of light, a satellite roaming high above. We might see a blur of undefined light, a star cluster, or perhaps a distant galaxy. We might even, amongst some of the most iconic constellations in the sky, cast our eyes upon a nebula. A nebula is a giant cloud of gas and dust in space, often spanning dozens to hundreds of light years across. Nebulae are not only beautiful, but also crucial to the universe's life cycle, their immense gravity triggering the recycling of materials that will eventually become new stars, planets, and even life itself. One of these nebulae is the Butterfly Nebula, a breathtaking bipolar planetary nebula located about 3.8 thousand light years away in the constellation Scorpius. It has earned its name because of its striking wing-like appearance, with glowing clouds of gas stretching over 2 light years from end to end. The nebula was created when a dying, massive star expelled its outer layers into space, forming this dazzling structure. The central star is one of the hottest known, with surface temperatures exceeding 200,000 degrees Celsius. It's now shrouded by dense dust, making it difficult to see directly. The wings of the nebula are composed of gas and dust moving at incredible speeds of over 1 million kilometers per hour. And the vibrant colours we see are produced by different elements like hydrogen, nitrogen, oxygen, and sulfur, glowing under intense ultraviolet radiation. Another is the Cats Eye Nebula, one of the most stunning and complex planetary nebulae known. Located about 3.3 thousand light years away in the constellation Draco. Thought to be a reasonably young age of 1,000 years old, it was formed when a dying star ejected its outer layers into space. What makes the Cat's Eye Nebula special is its intricate structure, which includes concentric shells, jets, and twisted filaments resembling the pattern of a cat's eye. These fascinating shapes are thought to be caused by a binary star system at its centre, where the interactions between two stars create such striking, symmetrical patterns. The nebula shines brightly due to the ultraviolet radiation from the hot central star, making the gas glow in these beautiful, vivid colours when observed through telescopes. The sight of Orion in the night sky gives me an indescribable sense of comfort. The feeling of knowing exactly where I am, even though I'm using a reference that is about 1,350 light years away from where I am. The Orion Nebula is one of the brightest and most famous emission nebulae, visible to the naked eye as a fuzzy patch on Orion's sword. It is a massive stellar nursery where thousands of new stars are actively forming from collapsing clouds of gas and dust. Spanning about 24 light years across, the Orion Nebula glows brightly because ultraviolet radiation from young hot stars within it ionizes the surrounding hydrogen gas, making it emit a reddish-pink light. The most powerful of these stars are part of a group called the Trapezium cluster, which helps illuminate the entire nebula. The thought of the first image captured from space speaks to me as the first step into true space exploration rather than observation, and what's more existential than that? The first image taken from space was captured on October 24, 1946, using a V-2 rocket launched by the US Army from the White Sands Missile Range in New Mexico. This was just a year after World War II ended, and scientists repurposed captured German V-2 rockets for high-altitude research. A 35mm motion picture camera was mounted on the rocket, as it soared to an altitude of about 105 kilometers, officially beyond the Kármán line, which is considered the boundary of space. The black and white photograph showed a grainy but revolutionary view of the Earth, revealing cloud cover, land, and curvature never seen before. It may be a blurry, dare I say normal picture of Earth, and it may pale in comparison to the incredible images we have captured of other, more distant scenes in our universe. But I think it is one of the most beautiful photos I have ever seen. There is no image that makes my stomach feel like it might drop out from underneath me like this one. This photo of Bruce McCandless II sticks in my mind as a pinnacle of human achievement, and a terrifying look at our role in the scale of the universe. Bruce McCandless II was an American NASA astronaut, naval aviator, and engineer, best known for making history as the first person to perform an untethered spacewalk. Born on June 8th of 1937, he became an astronaut in 1966 and participated in several critical NASA missions. His iconic moment came during the STS-41B mission of the Space Shuttle Challenger on February 7, 1984. Using the Manned Maneuvering Unit, a sci-fi coded backpack-like device with thrusters, McCandless floated freely in space, completely untethered from the shuttle, reaching a distance of about 98 meters away. This feat demonstrated the potential for astronauts to perform complex operations in space without the need for tethers. Throughout his career, McCandless contributed to various missions, including the Hubble Space Telescope deployment. His historic spacewalk remains a symbol of human courage and technological innovation. He passed away on December 21, 2017, but his legacy continues to inspire space exploration and the dream of walking freely among the stars. And now for my partner's favourite, the Horsehead Nebula. The Horsehead Nebula is a small but famous dark nebula located about 1,500 light-years away, also in the constellation Orion. It's part of the much larger Orion molecular cloud complex and appears as a striking, horse-shaped silhouette against the glowing red backdrop of ionized hydrogen gas. The dark shape is actually a dense cloud of cold gas and dust, blocking the light from the bright emission nebula behind it. Its eerie appearance is due to the interplay of light and shadow, with radiation from nearby stars sculpting and illuminating the edges of the cloud. Despite being a dark nebula, the Horsehead is a stellar nursery, where new stars are actively forming within its dense regions. First discovered in 1888 on a photographic plate at the Harvard College Observatory, it remains one of the most captivating and studied nebulae in the night sky. Perhaps one of the most known nebulae, the Crab Nebula is a spectacular supernova remnant located about 6,500 light-years away in the constellation Taurus. It was formed from a massive star's explosive death, first recorded by Chinese and Arab astronomers in 1054 CE. What we see today is a rapidly expanding cloud of gas and dust that glows brightly from high-energy radiation. It dazzles across the entire electromagnetic spectrum, from radio waves all the way through to gamma rays, making it one of the most studied astronomical objects. At its core lies the Crab Pulsar, a rapidly spinning neutron star that rotates around 30 times per second, spitting out beams of radiation across the electromagnetic spectrum. The powerful magnetic field of this pulsar accelerates particles to near light speeds, producing the nebula's stunning and complex structure. Bright and predictable, the Crab Nebula serves as a calibration standard for X-ray telescopes and a reminder that no matter how much time seems to pass here on Earth, we are still looking up at the sky and trying to understand just what it all means, just as our ancestors did. And finally, chosen because of my love and appreciation for all the images and data brought home to us by the Hubble Space Telescope, we have the Westerlund II star cluster. Westerlund II is a spectacular young star cluster located about 20,000 light-years away in the constellation Carina. It was discovered by Swedish astronomer Bengt Westerlund in 1960 and is part of a massive star-forming region known as RCW49. The cluster is about 2 million years old and is home to some of the most massive, hot, and luminous stars known to us. These stars emit powerful ultraviolet radiation and intense stellar winds, carving intricate shapes into the surrounding clouds of gas and dust. The Hubble Space Telescope captured this stunning image of this cluster for its 25th anniversary in 2015, showing pillars of gas and dust shaped by the energetic young stars. Launched into low orbit in 1990, the Hubble Space Telescope continues to enlighten us to the wonders of things too far to see from Earth. Estimated to decay within the looming date window of between 2030 to 2040, the Hubble is still dutifully sending valuable data back to Earth, playing a crucial part in unravelling the tangled mystery of our role in the vast universe. There is so much to learn from studying nebulae, but I find there is as much beauty in the images as there is in looking up into the sky and witnessing the active birth of whole new worlds. A world that perhaps one day we will find out is just like ours. And that was the entire process. I absolutely love this set. I very rarely make press-on sets just for me, so this was really nice. And I got to think about one of my favourite people while I painted. And while I was making the video, I got to think about one of my other favourite people, my sister, who will listen to me talk about space all day. Thank you. Thank you so much for watching. If you want to see more weirdly niche nail art ideas, then come on, join us, follow for more. There is loads of room in the nail cave. If you have anything you want to see, then leave a comment down below and I will see you in the next one. Bye!